Warm greetings, everyone, as we begin 2025. My name is Dr. Patricia Crane.
And I am Rick Nichols, her partner in life, love, business, and all things wonderful.
And we'd like to really thank Dr. Samporna for inviting us to tell you more about our journey with Louise Hay's work. And we were also very honored and blessed to be able to bless her Rantha Center for Conscious Living back in 2018 when we were in India. She was also the first teacher trainer authorized in India.
Well, I'm surely happy to be here and given this opportunity to give you a greeting and a welcoming to looking for complete peace in the new year.
So my journey with Louise Hay's work really began early in the 1980s when she published the little You Can Heal Your Body book. And of course, that was later incorporated into You Can Heal Your Life, which was published in 1984. And I'm sure I was one of the first people that bought it. When I met Louise personally in 1986, and actually before her book, I was already meditating and already using affirmations very effectively, especially for my career. But when I met Louise and started really doing the work with her and attending the intensive she was leading, what I really got to very deeply was the inner child work and really being able to transform some of those old beliefs from my childhood about limitations that I had, and also about the whole value of loving yourself. I mean, that's the foundation of her work, and that was so powerful. And of course, I was so blessed when she asked me to actually be on staff for the intensives. They were week-long and sometimes 10 days long, and also to even teach with her. And so that was an incredible milestone in my life. And I really felt at that point that I had absolutely found my calling in life. And just as a little foundation for that, many years before that, when I was 20 years old, I had decided that I was going to have a life of service. And I had absolutely zero idea what it even meant at that point. But when I looked back after starting to work with Louise, I realized that every job I'd had up until that point had really been preparing me to do the work with her. It was in 1995 that people were asking for the training because they were finding that the 2-day workshop, which I'm sure many of you have taken at this point, had changed their lives so much over and above the book. And Louise, when I called her and said people wanted a training program, she said yes, and that was certainly very exciting. And she invited me down to her house for a weekend so that we could create the curriculum. And it's been updated some, but it's pretty much the same as it was then because the inner work is the same as it was then. And so in 1995 was the first training in the US and also in England. Many people from India came to the training as well, so they could go back and teach the workshops. And towards the end of that year, another very important thing happened in my life, and that was I met this guy sitting next to me, Rick Nichols. And I was so thrilled when I met him and found out that not only had he read Louise's book, but he had also memorized all those sections at the beginning, those affirmations at the beginning of every chapter. And I thought that was pretty amazing. I have to admit, I've never done that. And what happened, I think in part because I'd been meditating for a long time and really had developed a deep intuition about going forward and different guidance in different areas. The second time I saw Rick, we'd only talked once. The second time I saw him, my inner voice said, "He's the partner you've been waiting for." And indeed, over time, we began working together in the trainings, not only getting married eventually, but working together in the trainings and Rick adding other aspects of his expertise. And that's really helped to expand this training and worldwide program to thousands of people. And every day we are so grateful that we get to do this work.
We certainly are, and we still are some 30 years later.
Yes,
Little did she know when God said he's the one that I had been on a 3-year, well, actually a lifelong journey of self-realization to figure out who I am and why I am. And at that point, I was the end of a 3-year search for myself that had me in a homeless situation. So when she met me, I didn't have anything, no job, no money, no home of my own, none of that. And I don't think that she was quite prepared to take on a homeless man. However, it worked out, as she says, just great for us.
And
Things have that way of doing them. So I was in a place where I wanted things to change. I was so tired of life just repeating itself over and over again, and not really being fulfilling. No matter, I had managed to, keep a job, and have relationships and so forth, have a home and so forth. But none of that was really fulfilling. It was just get up in the morning, do what I do, go to bed, get up in the morning. So as a result of reading Louise's book, which was introduced to me by a friend of mine, I memorized, by the way, those affirmations at the beginning of the chapters as a disciplinary thing to keep me from moving prematurely to the next chapter. So I would not allow myself to move to the next chapter until I had memorized the affirmation at the beginning of the one that I was on. It worked pretty well. So I don't know if it's actually in the book or not. Some say it isn't, but here's what I got. If there is anything in your life that isn't contributing to your life purpose, if you want to live your life on purpose, get rid of it because it's blocking the way. And so I took that seriously. That was the biggest lesson I got. And it wasn't forgiveness. It wasn't affirmations. It wasn't anything that if it's not contributing to your life purpose, get rid of it. Mm-hmm. But the problem was I didn't know what my life purpose was. I'd never given it a thought. So I thought, well, I guess everything's in the way. So I eventually just disassembled my material life as I had known it and wound up in search of myself, just basically through an act of love for many people. And I learned that from Louise, that through love, you will connect to the world. And then I stumbled on to, you can't get to love without having gone through forgiveness because it is the doorway to it. Mm-hmm. And staying dedicated to that purpose for all those 3 years, it made a major transformation in my life. And I'm still working on it. It isn't complete, I don't think, for any of us, mm-hmm. as long as we're alive. So I would encourage you to keep working, keep getting new realizations every day and awarenesses, and stay with the practice. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. And as Rick mentioned, 30 years, this is the 30th year that the trainings have been in process. There are now, including Sampurna, there are also 21 other trainers besides Rick and I, many of them in other countries with different languages, because Louise's book was translated into 35 languages and has sold over 55 million copies. So part of the real, brilliance of her work is that it's so adaptable to all the different cultures. And I think we've had people come to the trainings from 72 different countries. Again, really attesting to how at the heart, we all want the same things. We all want love. We want to know how to love and be loved. And also we want peace and joy in our lives. And so the transformational techniques that Louise has that has transformed our lives has transformed the lives of thousands and thousands, and I don't know how many thousands of people worldwide. And we're just incredibly grateful. And as Rick is saying, as you go into this next year, really, really practice the techniques that Louise has. You can take a workshop. If you're not one of the Heal Your Life trainers, teachers, you can take a workshop. You can do the meditations. We have a wonderful YouTube channel, Heal Your Life, that has a lot of Louise's audios on it. But the work does transform your life. And as Rick said, it's ongoing. It's never done, because we all have continual places that we need to release and understand, forgive perhaps, and just go forward. So really give yourself the gift this year of going forward with Louise's work, training as a workshop leader or coach if you're called to do that, but just for your own personal growth, use the work and just really notice how your relationships transform, your levels of prosperity, your health, and just everything in your life. And again, start with not only loving yourself, but also gratitude for the work and gratitude for Louise and all that she gave us.
And don't get impatient with yourself. People tend to want to make things happen right away. We're big on instant aggrandizement,
Gratification.
gratification. But it comes on gradually. And one of the things I hear from people I talk to is it's frustrating because I do my workshops and I teach people stuff, and then and then they go away and they're great after the workshop, but they forget. So it's an ongoing practice, and so you need to keep reconnecting with yourself and with other people to keep the energy alive. That is the awareness of who you are.
And once again, we're so grateful to Dr. Sampoorna, all the work that she's doing in the world, all the people that she's trained, and just her ongoing support of all the teachers and ourselves. Namaste.
I love you all.
We love you.
Namaste.